So, true story here. My friend recently had hernia surgery, okay, in his pelvis area. Well, it turned his thing black and it turned his double underneath. Okay, it turned his black. It turned his dick and balls black. My friend had the hernia surgery and his dick and balls were black. So he took the opportunity to start dating a lot. And let me tell you, he was all over the apps and he went on a ton of dates. He was the only guy, white guy with black genitalia. And he was dating this one woman. She was really into him. She's like, "Yeah, I've never been with a guy like this. And I like you." And he's in love and stuff. And then apparently the color restores and goes back to vanilla and Caucasian, if you catch my drift. And she ended up dumping him. She's like, I was into you, but something changed about you. I gotta go, you know? And that was the last time he dated in Berkeley. So I remember my buddy was like, try this Asian candy. You know, he's like, you can eat the wrapper. And I like started chewing the wrapper. I'm like, I don't think you can eat this. This is no. You know, it was a white dude too. I'm like, I should have
Oh
known.
yeah, so he didn't know.
Yeah. He didn't say Asian though. I had to change my coworkers, you know. You're TVs are like women. Sometimes you get irritated with them and want to break them, but you can't or you won't get pleasure. Plus, getting a new one is a pain. They're always expensive, and you have to learn how to turn them on. My cat, he was being annoyingly loud, asking for food. So I fed him a bunch. I'm like, that'll shut him up. You know how my parents feel. I'm a dad. I'm a comedian. I'm a sweaty guy. Or I think of a guy. It's really cool that I think of a girl. People said stop Asian hate. They never said anything about Chinese hate. My dad said that to me. Lady on the plane walked by my seat. She looked back and smiled. I elbowed the guy next to me. I go, that chick wants to bang. He goes, that's my wife. They say Mexicans are lazy. I've never seen a homeless Mexican person. I like to see white people crawl under a barbed wire fence, hop a wall, and do the Macarena to get in this country. You know, they'd be crying. They barely get under the barbed wire fence and they say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna stay in Mexico. Unbelievable. You know, I've never seen a homeless Middle Eastern person. Have you? Do they all have money? I'm Middle Eastern. I would. If I could adapt into another culture, Middle Eastern would be pretty fun. The dances are fun. Like they dance like this, and I'm not even being racist. That's how there's certain dances where they're doing stuff with their legs. I haven't got to that level yet, but there's a lot of hand and twisting, like they're doing light bulb fixing, and I dig it, and the food is unbelievable. Um, and the women, I like, they're covered up. It's kind of mysterious, it's like getting one of those now laters that was, mystery flavor. Hey, let's open this up and see what we got. And sometimes you get something gross and sometimes you get, oh my God, I love this flavor. It tastes good. It's all Asian people. I've walked in those markets, so like, oh God, why is
Yeah.
this guy here?
Yeah, and they all smell like fish. Not, I mean, like the market just all smells like fish
Oh
because
yeah.
they're just like they just have live fish in the back, and then they're like they've got vegetables I've never seen or heard of. I'm like, what is this?
And
And they're
people
like,
always
oh, that's
walking, people are always shopping fast. I feel like I'm in the
yeah,
way. Am I
yeah,
too fat to be in the store? I'm like
yeah.
looking at everything. They're like, move, move, come on, dude.
Well, they know exactly what they want. They went there
Yeah,
for a thing. Like we're
right.
just like, oh, isn't this? Look at this fun stuff. Look at all these different soy sauces. Wow.
I was at the gym. I know, hard to believe with this physique. I go to the sauna. I haven't gone to the sauna in a long time, right? Last time I went, I didn't wear sandals and got HPV on my foot. So I'm like, I'm bringing sandals. I'm going in the sauna. I've been thinking about it every time I go to the gym. I forgot the sandals. I got the sandals this time. I want to go to the sauna after I do my little weights. I'm doing like, 15, 20-pound dumbbells, and these Roman gladiators are putting up these big weights and screaming, ah! And I'm there with the little one. Smell like special ed? Yeah. Feel like I'm getting ready for the Special Olympics, so they're getting ready for the regular Olympics. So, anyways, I go in the sauna, tired. There's a homeless woman in there. I know she was homeless because she had all her bags in the sauna. And it's like 200 degrees in there. The most you can last, or the most I can last, I'm saying for you, right? I can speak for you. 7 minutes, and I thought I was gonna die. I thought my face was peeling off. So I'm in there, and she's coughing. He's not wearing a mask. I'm like, maybe my mask peeve should be revoked. Maybe it should be a mask for some people. And all of a sudden, she just goes, I'm like, oh my God, is she pregnant? She's bloated. Is she dying? I'm like, you all right, miss? She's like, I gotta go. I'm like, she's gotta go. I'm like, you getting an appointment? Where you gotta go? She pulls down her pants and just starts pooping on the floor. And I didn't know how to react. Now, the guy next to me freaked out and ran out and was yelling to everyone in the gym, there's a woman pooping in there. There's a woman pooping. And everyone's looking. And then I walk out because I feel like I'm going to throw up. With the heat and the smell, it's horrible. And everyone's looking at me like, that doesn't look like a woman. I mean, it looks like someone that would poop in the sauna. So I walk out. I'm like gagging. She's in there. She looks like she's having fun. It's misty. She's smiling. I see people run in there and start screaming, and should we call the police? Should we call the police? I get out of there, and I realize I am never gonna go to a gym in San Francisco again. I'll wait till I get to the suburbs to my gym back home because whew, they poop everywhere in that city, even the saunas. You ever go on an exercise or ask someone to exercise that's in shape? Oh yeah, hey, I'll take you up on that bike ride. Yeah, I hit my buddy up. Hey, I'll go mountain biking with you. I'm shaking. I'm going up hills. I'm out of breath. I think I'm dying. He's like, "Are you having fun?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, having a blast here." He's way up at the top. I'm by myself. It's like I went by myself. Horrible. Never go exercising with someone that's in shape already. Go with someone that's out of shape, that's a smoker like you, that did fentanyl in 2009. Go with that person because you go with a friend who's even slightly in shape and you're really out of shape, it's going to be miserable. I went swimming one time. I thought I was going to drown. My buddy's like, hey, you having fun swimming around the lake? No, not really. I wish I had a floaty and some beer. This is not fun. What are you going for? That's the other thing too. Is I know some guys that are in their 30s, 40s. They're done playing organized sports, but they're out there competing with themselves. I'm like, don't you know you can die at any minute? Go relax. Go hang out with a beer. But maybe that's why I'm fat. Need it. Mm-hmm. Whoever invented beer. Hang on, let's find out. Who invented beer?
The first solid proof of beer production comes from the period of the Sumerians around 4000 BC.
The Samaritans? The Samaritans. You guys are hard. Thank you. Just 4000 BC? People were getting drunk before Christ? I thought he brought the alcohol to the party. God, Jesus. Wine? What is? I thought we were drinking water. Now it's wine now. Have a good time. You look depressed. You just got spit on by a good-looking guy riding by in a carriage, which is like standing fit girlfriend that you just jerk off to. Oh my God. Thank you, Samaritans. I don't even know if those were good people. They probably weren't. No one was good before Christ. Even after Christ, people weren't good. Hitler, a million. And somehow we became civilized. People say it was books. Others say it was the church. I say it was marijuana. I feel like marijuana made people better. They're like, give me what the Indians are smoking. Let me try that. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't have killed and raped and pillaged and took their land. Yeah, well, can't do anything about it now. All right, build a Walmart right here and some trailer parks right here. Oh, I just got a text message. Hang on. Oh, God. I hate when comedians text you and they say, hey, killed it. I'm like, you asshole. I want people to fail around me. I want to do good. Oh, man, the Samaritans, were they good people? I mean, they produced beer. That changed life. I think the aliens were watching us like, these Samaritans, they're really changing, they're building, they're really doing great, and he's turning the other alien, he's like, humans are gonna do great and do wonderful things. And then hang on, zing zing zing. I don't know an alien name. Look at what this chubby bald guy who couldn't get laid. Look what he invented. Beer. What? This is going to set them back a while. It's going to make a lot of messed up people. It's going to break a lot of homes. But there's going to be a lot of good times. So I don't know if I should just thank the Samaritans or Sumerians or whatever. I can't read, guy. I'm fucking baby of the family. Hey, do my homework. Read for me. Hey. God, it's great when someone can read for you. I wish I still had that. When I was a kid, hey, Mom, can you read this? Oh, yeah, I love you so much. Too much. A parent can love you too much. And I made her read even through high school. Hey, can you read this novel for me? And I just got to the point, hey, I got to go out with my friends. Read that novel for me and tell me what happens. My mom was like the first, oh, shit, what's that website where you can the Cliff Notes. My mom was the first Cliff Note. I would seriously do that, and she would tell me, "Okay, this would happen in chapter one." I'm like going fast on the notebook. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast with the friends. Now, will my son be doing that? Absolutely not. You got to learn because he's going to wake up and he's going to realize, hey, I can't do anything in life. I didn't realize that as a kid. If you let people do your work for you, you're not going to do great in life. I remember they dropped this on me in high school. I don't know if they dropped this on you in high school. I think they started this in the mid 2000s. You had to take a test to graduate high school. If you don't pass the state test, you can't graduate. And they just dropped out on us. Like, cool, you can't do that the year after me. And I just remember freaking out. I can't do this. It's like math, English, science. I'm like, well, you're speaking Greek to me. I don't even know what those are. And I remember copying. He happened to be Asian. Am I gonna copy the dirty white kid with boogers coming out of his mouth and his wearing his mechanic dad's old beat up Minnesota Viking jersey?
Oh, I know I may be dancing like a white guy that doesn't like blacks, but I love them. Look at the hat, Black Panther. Yes, I do this. I do this every time I see a black guy. Hey, what up, brother? And a lot of them look at me weird, but some of them appreciate it. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Oh, hang on.
Oh, that was from my cocaine use in 2009, coming back to haunt me. Shouldn't have snorted so much with a dollar bill. You ever think about that? I sneeze so much because I use the dirtiest thing you can use to snort powder, a bill. That's probably been passed through how many hands? And God knows what those hands have done. Geez, I was at a public bathroom the other day and I watched a guy poo. I didn't watch him poo, but I sat next to him, separate stalls. We weren't in the same stall. That'd be weird. But we got out at the same time. It's like our poos were synced. Women sync with the periods. I think I synced with this guy. We finished at the same time. We wiped at the same time. It was very weird. But I went to the sink and he didn't. White dude, of course. Dirty white guy, obviously. But he was dressed nice. So this guy, he plays off like he's clean cut, well mannered, probably doesn't swear, doesn't have a dirty mouth, but got dirty hands. That's probably the grossest thing. Yeah, I pick my nose and eat my boogers sometimes, only on Mondays. But to not wash your hands after putting your hand in there and wiping, that's disgusting. This guy, he should be executed, murdered in cold blood. And you know what? Do it on TV. Let other people know, because that's disgusting. The people get on people being racist, and people get on other people that, might fart on a plane. Sorry, guy, that was me. I almost said to land it early. But we never get on the guy that doesn't wash his hands after he poos. I get pee because you know what? You're just holding a dirty finger. It's a sweaty finger in pants. It's really not that bad, okay, ladies? But to wipe your ass, you're getting poo on your fingers, even if you can't see it. You ever get poo on your fingers after you wipe your ass? You're washing your hands. You're washing so much. You look like uh, out of a scene of a murder movie where the murderer washes his hands, but he still sees the blood on him. That's how I am when I get poo on my finger. It's washed, but I'm putting gallons of soap on it because poo is disgusting. Yeah, it came out of you. But for some reason, it's not the color. I like brown, okay? I know I look like a guy that hates brown. But it's just gone through the body. It smells. I don't know what's worse, rubbing up against a homeless person and getting him on your finger or poo. I mean, it's pretty much the same. But I couldn't believe this guy. I was in shock. I really, honestly, I wanted to rush out of the bathroom, tap him on the shoulder, say, hey, let's not shake hands, but we need to talk. Why didn't you wash your hands? They have that show, Chris Hansen used to do it, To Catch a Predator, where these guys would come in looking for a young kid, but it was, yeah, Chris Hansen there. That was probably always a disappointment for them. Damn it. Have a show like that for guys that don't wash their hands. Have Chris Hansen outside the bathroom. Good evening. What did you just do in there? Nothing. Well, we have video evidence, hidden cameras. What? There's hidden cameras in the bathroom? I think that's illegal. Don't worry about that. NBC owns everything. We noticed you didn't wash your hands after you pooed. How would you know I pooed? No one sits where they pee. Yes, they do. No, this wasn't a non-gender bathroom. This was a men's bathroom. How do you feel about this? You're on national television. You didn't wash your hands. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My parents, they told me to do it, but I never listened to them. I'm addicted to Adderall. We would get to the bottom of stuff. We would shame people to the fact that people were watching that at home and would see, oh my God, that guy's like me. I don't want to be shamed. I'm going to start washing my hands after I poo. This is the reason, and it kind of fuels it, why I use so much hand sanitizer. Yes, COVID fucked my brain up, and now I'm paranoid about germs. But when I see something like this, I'm even more paranoid about germs. Every time I shake someone's hand, I use hand sanitizer after, and I secretly have to
put it in there, or go to the bathroom or the car to put some hand sanitizer on because just people are gross in general. You don't know what they've been doing in your hands. And I don't trust anyone. Coworker, friend, mom. I am using hand sanitizer on my hands. It's probably not even working anymore. I use so much hand sanitizer. I think it's working, but it's not. You know what I mean? I don't know about you folks, but I use so much hand sanitizer, my hands are peeling. They're probably gonna fall off eventually. Use them as a Halloween decoration in a front yard.
I put my garbage cans out in front of the house. Okay? Apparently, because someone in my household got a phone call that I put the cans out too close together and that they couldn't pick them up. They're full. What am I going to do for a week? You see the way I look? I'm putting a garbage bag out there every day. Cans, don't drink, kids. The other garbage, the non-recycle, food, don't eat, kids, please. And now I have to go a whole nother week because some lazy Italian guys didn't want to get out of the truck, scoot the cans a little far apart, and then use the claw to pick them up and dump them. No. They rather spend the time to call, because the same amount of time calling someone is the same amount of time you can get out and move them. And now I got these dumb wops, these dumb, greasy motherfuckers, because that's what they are. They're probably father fuckers, not taking my garbage. And now we got to suffer with bags piled up because these lazy, no good, pimple popping, pizza eating, greased hair, meatball up the ass guys don't want to do a little extra work. Guy, I don't want to shower, especially in the wintertime, but I do it because I don't want the people around me going, oh my God, you smell like an outhouse. I do it out of courtesy, Like I don't not shower, like you guys not picking up the garbage cans because you're fucking lazy. I don't not shower and smell like shit and let people have their day partly ruined because this sweaty, chubby guy who's also Italian, northern or better, decided not to shower. You know how hard it is to get out of the shower in the wintertime? It's freezing cold. I always feel like my nipples are gonna fall off. It's the most dreadful thing I look at for my day. That I have to get out and I'm huffing. When I get out, I'm drying myself off. It's tough, but I do it. I see an unlit joint, like right there you just saw, if you're watching, and I light it. Because it's rude to have a joint in your hand and have it not lit. I feel bad I can't share with you guys, but you're not here. And I look like a guy when I put on this hat that I would say something like, the Jews are taking over the world, China and all their people need to go, lasers started the Maui fire, aliens are here and Biden is one of them, Trump is the best, trans should be banned in movie theaters, kids should be working, wives should be hit, drugs should be legal, and Tesla electric cars are making people gay. I look like a guy would say stuff like that when I put on that hat. I approached a black guy wearing that hat and he ran, and I ran really fast. 49ers need a couple extra guys you should play, but I didn't have a chance to tell him. I might get a hair transplant so I don't look as racist. Even when I take the hat off, it looks like my dad started that club named after three caves. Halloween, I don't know what you guys dressed up as, but I try to be cute, and I'm sure someone's done this before already, but I wrote on a shirt party, and then I wore antlers. Party animal. Will this guy take some college courses? Yes, and I failed miserably. I thought it was clever. I'm sure someone did it a long time ago. And there's been many people over the generations that have thought they came up with it. And they realize, well, if you've thought it, it's probably already happened. You know, that's the sad part about life is there's been so many people in the world that, you know, I don't think there's one original idea. It's kind of hard to watch movies, right? They're all similar. I watched, what was it? Blue Beetle or something? Black Cockroach, one of the superhero movies that just came out. And, whoa, same story. Guy gets bitten by a lizard or, you know, homeless guy and then turns into a guy with superpowers. Oh, well, never seen this before. Is this original? Is this an original idea? Halloween. Well, you know, you forget that as an adult you can have diarrhea from eating too much candy. You remember at work when people are knocking. I'm sorry. Verkum. You know, that's one of my coworkers, Verkum. Impatient Indian guy just pounding on the door. Hey, I ate a bunch of candy too. That was against your religion. No, that's pork, you idiot. Oh yeah, didn't finish school. I realized something that was really bad about my Halloween costume. If you're a party animal, people are gonna challenge you, especially when you go to a party dressed like that. People kept giving me shots, kept giving me drinks. Before you knew it, I'm throwing up in someone's sink and I don't even know they're. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone to someone's house and like thrown up in a boot or like, you know, shit in their backyard and they catch you, or, you know, you're nervous and you're trying to hide it like it's a body that needs to be disposed. That happened to me. I got so messed up and trying to look cool, you know, gotta be cool. I don't know why we always are trying to be cool. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Oh, yeah, you know, can't look like a pussy, right? 35, you know, grown up, I can't look like a pussy. I have the right to look like a pussy. But I still got that. It's like my friends are stuck in my head, you know, pussy, you know, like, you're not gonna finish your plate, you know, that's my grandma. Come on, you gotta finish that before you have dessert. They wonder why I was fat. Another podcast, another therapist. But I got so, and then, you know, you gotta look cool. Someone's like, hey, I got a cigarette. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. Or you just smoke me. And they're like, yeah, you still smoke them. Jeez, give that back. And have you ever been at a party where everyone passes out? Everyone passed out. I forgot that we're old, you know? I'm up by myself, and that didn't help. I just started eating, and then I just, yakety yak, don't come back. Yeah, I was worried they were going to say that, you know? And I throw up. I don't know why. Why is it when you drink too much, you throw up in weird spots? I threw up in their sink. Toilet right there. And I'm like nervous, you know, you don't want to be caught. It's like jerking off in the library, you know, that would be horrible. You don't want to get yelled at. That's embarrassing. So I'm like, you know, trying to unblock the drainage because there's chunks of food. Look at me. I don't chew my food. I swallow it. That'd be a great day. And I'm freaking out because the sink's not draining. Yeah, the fucking pipe is this small, you know, it's like okay. I don't know what happened. I blacked out because I was just tired and out of my mind. Glad I'm acting like an adult. You gotta live your life, live life your fullest. I think alcoholics came up with that. So I passed out on the couch. I wake up. Felt like someone put a hammer in my head. You ever wake up with that bad of a hangover? You're like, is there an axe in my forehead? And I go look in the sink. I rush there. And it's all cleaned up. Did I do that, or the people that own the house do that? I didn't stay around to find out. I fucking bounced. I was like, I heard someone go, Alex, is that you? Yep, you feel all right? Zoom! It was like I don't know, like someone running from the IRS. I was quick, I was out of there. And I guess we'll find out what I did next time I see these people. But I'm gonna wait a good year, wait for a couple holidays to pass before they remember, and don't bring it up. If you ever do something like that, don't. Remember that party? Yeah, don't. Just hope they don't bring it up themselves, I saw the movie Napoleon recently. Joaquin Phoenix. He's really the only known person in the movie. I'm like, really? You have a budget to get anyone else? It's fucking Ridley Scott directed this. Gladiator, Patriot, some other fucking action movies with blood. Let me tell you, snooze fest. Not gonna ruin anything for you, but I definitely don't recommend it. Is the door opening? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Bring it in here. Bring it in here. Oh my god. Wow, really? Close the door all the way. Don't want you to hear me. Oh my god. Do you see that? Special delivery. Wow. She really wants me to die soon. Oh my god. Oh, that hit the spot. Napoleon, worst movie ever. I go in it with a couple of those and a couple of Eddies, and I'm ready to party. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna see action. Gonna see blood. Let's boogie. I'm with my friend Guy. We sit down and start watching the movie. It's a love story, and the sex scenes were embarrassing, comical. The guy is just pumping, was Joaquin Phoenix, he's pumping the chick really fast, and she looks miserable. I'm like, is this what I look like? Horrible movie. Not a lot of fighting. I'm not ruining anything for you guys. I'm saving you guys. Not a lot of fighting. And then guess what? Joaquin's playing Napoleon, French guy. Not speaking French. No accent at all. Like, he can't even give me a southern accent. He can't even give me a Bret. And then, some of the guys on the French team, they got British accents. I'm like, I thought you're fighting the British. Who are you? Not a good movie to go in intoxicated, let me tell you. The energy got real low. And I'm like, and you know what happens? There's a lot of dialogue. The stuff starts wearing off. Snooze fest. Half the movie, I'm like this. I'm doing this one. Like, I don't want my friend to see that I'm falling asleep. He's really enjoying it, I don't want to be a downer. Boring. Jeez. I mean, I think Ridley Scott's too old to make movies. What is it with these old directors and making long, boring movies? Martin Scorsese does the same thing. Let's make a long, boring movie. Are just old people long and boring? Kind of, right? The earlobes get long, the nose gets long. And this is Jewish people. Boom, bing, pow. Taking a lift. I should get a lift. You know what I mean? I feel like a woman sometimes. You got more chins than the Chin family next door. Lift it is. If I lived in LA, I'd be all lifted. I'd be like a fucking SUV. Took a lift the other day because I'm cheap and can't afford Uber. And the driver, well, I'll tell you what ethnic region he came from, but he didn't shave, and he was a crazy laugh. Dad's got crazy laughs, let me tell you. He was, let's just say he likes to talk on the Bluetooth a lot. BO up the wazoo. I haven't met one of the guys that didn't have BO. Is it like against the religion to wear deodorant? I don't think people from, you guess the region, wear deodorant. I really don't, but it's fine. They're hairy. Maybe that helps it. It doesn't. It makes it worse. I think if you're hairless, like I think Japanese people, they don't have to wear deodorant. But this region, talking about that, very stinky. And I'm sitting in the back, and it's 25-minute drive. I know it was very cheap. I was like, how much will 25-minute? Wow, really? $10? Okay, Lyft is great. And then it said add tip at the end. I was like, You ever not tip a Lyft? You get out of there. You add the tip. You go to like add the tip and hit 0 when like you see the guy gone. Like one time I didn't tip a guy. And he was close by and I just saw him glare at me. I'm like, this guy's gonna stab me in the neck. And then I realized I'm fat. People don't kill fat people. Only pretty people. Haha. See you, Cindy. In the lift. I haven't smoked for 6 days. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like a high school kid again. In the lift. We're going to finish. And the guy kept playing the same song over and over again. And I thought it was like, just gonna change the song. And then I asked him, I said, hey, what's going on here? You want to change it, guy? He did not respond. This guy, I asked him again, I said, hey, the song's repeating. You have shuffle on? And I don't think they liked that because he did not say a word. And then when I got out, he goes, oh, guys, hey, and I was like, oh, shit, this guy's either was deaf or retarded. I don't know. But he's off the shit list. Because let me tell you, when he wasn't responding to me, I had that fucking list out. Everyone's got that list of just people you want to murder. That one coworker, that family member, that fucking cashier at CVS on Thornton Avenue. Oh, I want to... It's another podcast. And let me tell you, he crossed. Anytime you deal with a handicap, it's crossed off. You get a pass because that's a lot to deal with. I feel handicapped myself sometimes. Especially when I'm smoking 6 days. Siri, my back. I'm bald. Fuck you, genetics. I hate genetics. You know what I mean? You see a good-looking person, and then you look in the mirror. You're like, why would I deserve this? I feel bad for blind people. I'm surprised there's not more blind people shooting up places. Probably because they can't see. But just because they're so angry. I'm surprised there's not more people in wheelchairs running people's feet over because they're angry about life. And then you talk to them, they're humble. They're like, oh, I'm so grateful. How are you? I'm just grateful to be alive. What? I'd be angry. Oh my God. It's Midnight in the Bay podcast, episode 305. The weight I feel right now. My back hurts, so I gotta sit on the side. You're fat when you gotta sit differently because your back hurts. I never hear a skinny person complain about their back. It's always a fat guy, overweight woman. Yeah, my sciatica, it's really acting up again. All right, Aunt Martha, can we just order dinner now? I like spending time with you. Oh my God, this is tobacco. Oh yeah, if the kids are watching, don't smoke. I gotta say that now because I don't know if my son's friends are watching. They're 10, 11. Are they showing my son? And he's like, oh God, my dad's, look at what he's doing. And then people say, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't have, do clean comedy now because they're watching. I didn't get in comedy to do it for kids. God, I'm not a pedophile, you know? Okay, so this guy, do we got sound here? What the hell happened to the sound? Well, this is a no sound video podcast, but if you're watching it, this 19-year-old is dating a 76-year-old, but she's super rich, right? We've heard this story over and over again. And she obviously doesn't care. And this guy's wearing Versace, he's wearing all the rich stuff, you know, and he's probably banging her so hard he's hoping she dies, you know, and they're married, you know. I mean, he looks happy. You know, definitely some guys are in a grandma, so maybe it's a 57-year gap. Yeah, she's definitely telling him what to do, right? And you think he listens? He's probably playing video. Shut the fuck up! And then he realizes, oh, this guy, she's got hella money. This is crazy. This is in Italy, you know. They're kind of odd there too. You know, honestly, they're showing comments on here, what people are saying. It's sickening. He's using her. What old lady that's not married doesn't want to bang a young guy? Even if he is using her for her money, she's dead. She can't take it with her. Get some young dick, you know? And the guy's not bad looking. Oh my God, is she pregnant? She's pregnant. The 76-year-old's pregnant. That is, I didn't think 76-year-olds could get pregnant. That kid's definitely coming out retarded. He's got like 3 eyes and 2 ears and, you know, a tail. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, people were saying on here she could die from giving birth. I mean, I think that's what this guy's praying for. He's like, I hope that she doesn't make it so I can. But then here's my question. When she does die, I'm curious to see this guy if he starts dating like an older chick again. Or is he gonna go young? You know? But the guy is good looking. I bet you hella chicks are hitting on him and he's wearing all the clothes and stuff. That's very weird. It's very weird. $1 million say they make OnlyFans. Ugh. I just lost my appetite. Maybe that's how I'm gonna lose weight. Watch a young guy fucking old chick. That just really hurt my feelings.
What? Me telling you the truth?
Yeah, dude. Truth
Hey,
sucks.
Gabe, your puppy's gonna get fucked. Gabe has a new puppy, and it's the bigger dog is humping it.
Does he live in an RV?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, Rio Vista. What's up? Ooh, ooh. That was a bad joke, Alex. Don't say stuff like that.
Shut your fucking mouth. Like, hey, dude, you remember that heckler?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I was watching the tape up there. I go, oh, I wasn't bad. I was talking shit. Dude, it was funny. A lot of stuff I said was funny.
What did I tell you? The whole night you're being a little bitch. You're like, oh, I feel bad. I was mean to him. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. He was being mean to you.
Yeah, and everyone else, too.
He was being a rude
All right.
Randall.
All right, so let's
I-
for the podcast listeners, let's start from the top. Gabe, take it away.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, for the 2 people listening, there's...
Mom,
3.
we went
remember SNL exists. Don't look
Mom,
at it.
grandma, therapist.
ex-girlfriend, and sends this to my wife. We had a show in Napa. All 3 of us were going to this show, and while we were there was a guy who kept heckling. Now, we thought it was whatever. It was light at first because the host went up. Alex was the first comic, and he just fucked up Alex's set. Not saying that Alex had a bad set, but he was like looking right at punchlines, just saying dumb shit, and it threw him off. Then we had the second comic, poor girl with just a guest set, and he really fucked her set up because he started saying the racist shit. He was like, remember when she said she was from China? And he goes, we blame you for COVID.
Oh yeah.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
That's better than Thanksgiving.
And then I went up,
Ching.
and I was already pissed off, and I'd been drinking, which was bad. And I was already pissed off because they like, you ruined 2 comic sets. I get offended about that. I don't get offended about a lot of things, but it's like, fuck, most of us travel hella far for nothing. We don't make any money off of it. If we do, it's just gas. We're doing it just for the love of the game. And these fuckers had a free show. You didn't pay any ticket. So you just fucked up the whole show. So I was really good, man. And I just went off and just talked shit to him so bad that the 2 girls that were with him left him.
Oh, I didn't see that. They left him when you were talking shit?
Yeah, because I go, hey, how many girls you buy these drinks? How many drinks have you bought these girls? How much money have you spent? And he goes, as much as it takes. And then I go, hey, shout out to all the girls who are gonna get free drinks from this dude and not give enough pussy. And then the girl started laughing. And I go, what's your name is? And they told me their names. I go, I like you guys. Don't fuck him. He's a fucking or I said he's a loser. And then
Well deserved.
and then I asked him to show me his outfit, and he showed me the boots with buckles, and then I called him Peter Pan, and then I said he likes little boys and trees, and then they just got up and left. And then that lady in the back.
I like, I like that you've kind of gone from setup, punchline to stories. And I was going to ask you about that. What's the difference between stand-up comedy and storytelling?
I think, and I love one-liners, I love jokes, and I still write them. But from my experience, stories have an impact on people greater than jokes. And stories of your real, true life stay with people longer than the best written joke. So I think there's a power to it. I mean, and you've often heard it said that the most valuable gift that we have to give is our story. So